Welcome to this new Addon Spotlight. In this Addon Spotlight we're gonna look at another Christmas present. It's the Airbus H125, which has been released as beta version, which adds a new helicopter to Flight Simulator 2020. It comes by default with 3 liveries, which are cool, right? So I would say a nice one, which is blue, white and red. And you've got a black one, which is also known from the H125, and you've got a blue and white one. So there are a few things which you need to be aware of. The first thing is that it's still in beta, so it's not yet finished, but they decided to release it in beta, which is great, of course, because it's actually during the Christmas period, probably a lot of people will play Flight Simulator a little bit more, so that gives them some time to test this airplane out, or helicopter, I should say. The other thing is that it comes with a profile for Airland FS, because as we saw already with several other helicopters, Airland FS is, I would say, the popular tool to, I would say, make it possible to fly with helicopters. So inside the RSP 125 folder, you will find the Airland FS profile. So you can extract the zip, which you download from Flight Simulator 2 inside the community folder, which then will put it in the RSP H125 directory. Then copy this file and copy it over into the Airland FS folder. So Airland FS is a separate tool which also needs to be put in the community folder. It has a profiles folder, and that's where you can put the H125 file in. This file is still under development, and that's also been acknowledged by the developers. So it could be that the flight model is not working 100% as expected, but they're working on it as top priority. Going back to the previous folder, right? You can also find the start guide. The start guide contains some things about, okay, hey, these are the known issues, these are the limitations, this is the roadmap, and these are the steps to, I would say, to take off. So let's switch back to Flight Simulator in this case, and let's click on Fly Now to see how it works. Don't forget to start Airland FS, I would say, when you want to fly this aircraft, because it's not only the profile, but you also need to have the tool installed. If you're lucky, then the profile will be automatically loaded. If not, then you need to load the profile manually, but in most cases you will see that it will be automatically loaded. So that's what I just have done. So let's click on ready to fly. That was a little bit weird to view. And let's start with the external review, right? So this is the helicopter. You can see helitrons. You can see it's, I would say, magically again developed. It's a really high quality, right? There's a thing on the front. It's called the shot over. Not sure what, it's a light or something else. It's pretty cool. You can see the quality is really, I'd say, what you expect from our friends who developed the helicopter. Right, the same quality as the H125. You can see it's really, really nice. So let's go inside the cockpit and have a look there. So the cockpit is, say, currently a little bit limited. They will probably add some more functionality to it. So what do we have here? We've got the transponder. We've got the buttons to switch on the lights. It looks like, yeah, they're working, right? You can see it. You can open the doors. You can switch on the light. You can do the loads. You can switch on the cam. Maybe the cam is the one on the front. Maybe that's what they mean with with this. So we're missing out the doors, right? We're flying open with the doors. Oh, here I see what happens, right? The camera has now disappeared. So if we would enable it again, here, this is the camera. So it's a camera which you can add. And the doors, you can either have doors or you can fly with open doors. If you click the correct button, of course. Now you can fly without doors. So that's also cool. Landing light and the load, not sure what it's being used for. Well, we will figure that out later. Here we've got the other radio systems like the nav1. We've got the systems to switch on the fuel pump, the pitot, the fire test, the WLT test, the accu test, the avionics, the horn, the battery, right? So the system already is a working Garmin system. Keep in mind that some of the buttons might not work as you expect. For example, you would expect that these would light up, right? And you can also see that it happens now, right? If we select the buttons, you can see that it turns to green. So this is using the special add-on, and that's this one. That's the GTN 750. It's using this one also as part of this helicopter. And the GTN 750 is also custom add-on which you need to install when you want to use this functionality. So let's switch on everything. Here's the emergency switch. Here are the light buttons, but they're not working yet. But I expect that they will work in a future version. Do we've got something on the roof? Yes, we've got 2 buttons here, on and off. There's no description above it, so I can't say what it is. It looks like that it's the part of starting the engine, because you can hear the engine starting. And let's look from the outside. So the rotors are running. That's cool. And if we look at the system internally, you can also see that the N1 and the torque are, I would say, increasing. Really cool to see. In the meantime, you have some options here. Right, taxi light. There's another button here. Height. Not sure what it's used for. Probably I should have read the manual, but of course I'm not doing it. I first want to try it myself. So let's see if we can increase the power and take off. Well, here we go. So let's switch to a different channel. And we're flying already. So you can see that if you